It is funny to end the season with another role conversation.
Funny good or funny suspicious?
Both. Earlier in the season, I think I would have asked, what is the architect of time? Now I want to ask, who is carrying that role, and what does it cost them?
That is a very season 1 sentence.
In a good way.
The manifest identifies ROT C130LS8.txt as the primary story reference for this conversation. It is tied to the Architect of Time archetype collection with source pointers to the story index, collection membership index, and relevant package metadata.
We will come back to the formal fact version of that. But as an opening observation, Architect of Time is almost too big. It sounds like it wants thunder.
Or a marble hallway.
Or a very complicated calendar.
And yet the brief keeps pulling us back to the person. The role appears through someone. It is not floating above the story issuing commands.
That is the finale energy I want. Not we figured out the system. More like, we learned how to be more careful with a pattern.
Faith walks the loop. We circle the stronghold and let God move. No sword in our hand, but the promise was tight. No cracks.
Time is probably the most tempting abstraction we could hand me.
We were all thinking it.
I know. And I accept the caution. Because if we talk about time as this giant force, we might stop asking what a person does inside it.
That is the danger. Architect of Time can make us imagine control, but a story might be more interested in limits.
Or responsibility. Or regret. Or someone trying to arrange what cannot really be arranged.
Those are interpretive possibilities, not established facts from the manifest alone.
Yes, thank you. I am thinking in pencil.
Good phrase.
What I like is that the season has trained us not to choose between structure and feeling. We can ask where this role sits in the archive, and then ask how it feels when a particular person carries it.
That is the difference between a role and a replacement part.
Exactly. The individual is not replaceable. If someone else carries the role, history may bend differently.
Has interpretation that aligns with the narrative guidance.
The gentlest stamp.
Archivist Corner. The research manifest for conversation 016 identifies ROT Z130LS8.txt as the primary story reference. The conversation is framed around the architect of time across the canon. The source trail points to the story index, collection membership index, and the relevant archetype package metadata. The evidence confidence is high at the manifest level. That means the operator has enough index support for this to be a strong conversation topic. It does not mean the archetype has one fixed meaning, and it does not mean collection placement alone proves scene-level interpretation. The safe factual claim is that the story is part of the index research foundation for this role-focused conversation. The supported interpretive question is how different people express a recurring role. The open question is whether the architect of time resolves into a single meaning, or remains a role expressed differently by different people. And now back to the table.
That open question is doing a lot of finale work.
It really is.
I like that the fact segment ends by refusing to close the door.
An accurate refusal.
If this had been our first conversation, I think we might have made it too grand.
I might have made a chart.
But
Fine. I would have made a chart.
But now we have a few habits. Fact, reading, theory, lens, not answer, pressure, not destiny, role, not replacement.
people remain visible inside patterns.
Unuseful summary.
And chronology helps, but it does not get to boss everyone around.
Look at you.
I contain multitudes and date ranges.
So with the architect of time, the big question is not what is the final definition. It is, what does this rule help us notice about a person making choices under time pressure?
Or failing under it. or trying to repair something, or trying to hold still what cannot hold still.
Map those as interpretive avenues.
Pencil still.
The spark for me is realizing that the role can be real and still incomplete. It can guide attention without swallowing the person.
That might be the season's thesis.
Not bad for a table that started with, "Do we need a chart?"
The way the high priest passed the final lamb with pride still dripping from his hands. He thought he shut a rebel down, but watched the kingdom take the crown.
I do not want to end by saying we know what the architect of time means.
Good.
Strongly supported choice.
I want to end with the person. Whoever carries the role next, I want to ask what they do with it, what they misunderstand, what they protect, what they lose.
And that is a different kind of reading than the one we started with.
We started by needing permission to enter the canon. We end by having better questions to bring back into it.
Another category, discipline.
At 2, emotional, but labeled.
So the live question is not closed. Does the architect of time have one stable meaning? Maybe, maybe not. But the better question for us right now is how the role appears through different people, and how those people change the role by choosing differently.
That makes me want to reread.
Same.
With source text.
With source checks, always with source checks, but also with curiosity. That is where we leave season 1, not with the universe explained, but with the door open and the table still warm.